Hello guys, welcome back. Today we are on Panda again, and we are going to find ourselves an opponent. Find opponent. And I hope we can find the opponent on Panda. Okay, that was really fast. I am black, again, so I will say hi. Is this automatic, like people just automatically say hi on Panda? I mean, their politeness is another level. I mean, they're like freaking Canadian. Okay, so since we are going to be playing black, we're going to play 4-4. We'll see what he plays. I hope not. I hope he doesn't play anything unorthodox, because I want to play something casual, something normal, something where I can actually improve my Go game rather than doing some crazy reading and doing something that I don't know. So calmly take another 4-4 point, and he does as well. Very, very good. So far, we are very friendly to each other. He's Japanese. I am Canadian. We're going to be very nice to each other. I'm actually not Canadian. Since he played that, alright. Wow, this is 100% orthodox. The next move would be here. Right here. No, he doesn't play there. Maybe next move he's gonna play there? Okay, so here's the thing. I don't know if Japanese players don't like to fight, because they don't really play a lot of moves that the AI recommends. I mean, over here, who plays the second line anymore? I'm not saying it's a bad move. These days, I don't really respond to second line moves anymore, just because I feel like it's very small. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to protect my corner. I'm going to enclose it because, like I said in the previous video, I think enclosing your corners is never a bad idea. And I think this is a great move, because if he plays 3-3 and I play here, I don't have any base for my black group. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play here. What this does is it gives some pressure on this one stone, but also at the same time gives the black group some base. So gives them a breath of air, of fresh air, just kind of going out for a walk. And again, I don't know why. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry to hate on these players, but I am not hating on these players. I'm hating on their moves. If you look here, we're not even done with the opening, but he's already on the second line. 2 of his stones are on the second line, and this is unreasonable. If I play here, the Aji on the corner is pretty much gone. So if I play here, the 3-3 is very... 3-3 no longer exists because I can just block it this way. And now I want to be careful because I'm using a mouse pad. And if you guys know anything about misclicks with the mouse pass, I recommend you guys watch I think the first game for Samsung World Cup, where Shinjin's played against Kaje, and you will know what I'm talking about. And he goes up, and I am going to follow my great proverb. Or should I extend? No. Hit the head of the 2 stones. Hurts so bad. It's kind of like, it's not even a jab. It's kind of like a light, maybe upper hook, maybe? I'm not sure. Then you want to double hane. Now that's the beauty of haneing on the head of 2 stones. And since I have cutting points, I'm going to protect my cutting points because I'm a reasonable and responsible human being. And I will, if I play here, can he play here? No. So he's completely getting rid of the corner Aji for me. So this side is pretty much very solid. Another second line move, I am not going to respond. Actually, I changed my mind. I could because again, there's one reason that I might respond is because it's threatening the base of this top group. This group might die. Well, if I play here, he's gonna play here. I block. Sure, yeah. I think this is a critical point for the top right black group. So, is this a thing? Is my question. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm just gonna settle. Well, actually, I think I'm already settled. If I play here, I think it's a little slow. Maybe not. Maybe I should play here. But he's gonna play here. Sure, I'll play 3-3. I just want to make sure that my groups are strong, being a reasonable human being. I'm protecting my weak groups, just like what a president would do, protecting the weakest of the citizens who's not doing very great in this hard times. Alright, he played here. I am not going to respond to this. This is right now too slow. I might, though, approach this way or this way. I feel like the AI would say go 3-3, but I don't want to do that. I'll go here. I'll give him the top side. Sure. Why not? I don't see why not. The reason why I'm not building this is because, I don't know, because maybe I'm just like, hey, come in and we can fight or something like that. Alright, so again, when you play Go, always be reasonable, be responsible with your groups, don't do weird things, follow the basic Joseki and you'll be fine. I mean, over here, I could protect with a one space jump, but what I want to do is, if I don't jump, I might be contradicting my argument that what I just said. Perhaps. However, I'm very feeling this one. But what happens? Let's read out what happens if he goes in here. Then I attach on the top. Ihanes? Ataris? Wait, what would he do? Or she do? I don't know. Seems like I am very solid. I don't have any weak groups here. So I will play the biggest move on the board. And I just gotta get Sente out of this exchange. I don't know if I would. I mean, I'm a 6Q, guys. Don't expect too much. He might push. No. I'm not sure why people don't push. Is he going to peep here? Is that why? If he peeps here, he's a legend. He's going to say he's going to live in here. And I would be very impressed if he can live in here. I would salute. I mean, I'm going to say like, hey, what is this? In the previous video, I think when I was looking at my AI, one of the moves I pushed up, if you guys remember my first video, or I think it's my second, I don't know which one, but there was a move like this, and this one was pretty cool. So I might try this. If I try this, I like this jump though, but I need to respond because he just shoulder hit me. What if I go like this? I'm going to catch all of you. That'll be a little mean. So I'll do that. This one. The reason why I'm playing this is because I want to attack it indirectly, maybe? I don't really know why I would play this. Is he going to push and then go down? Or is he going to jump? Jumping is probably the best option. Okay, he's going to push. This is a very bad exchange. I mean, that's just my opinion, and my opinion means nothing, but just looks bad. I mean, if he's not gonna cut, why would you push? Guys, when you're trying... Okay, here's the thing. When you're pushing on some, like, knight's move, push it so that your purpose is to cut. Don't be afraid to not cut, because when you push it, you push there to cut. So, you know what? I can just... Should I take the 4th line territory, guys, or should I continue attacking it? Now, this move would be the correct move, but I'm just gonna be happy with my 4th line territory. I don't even know if this is the correct move. But hey, we're not pros, so it's fine. We're not playing to win, you know, the Samsung World Cup or the Notion Cup, you know? You know what I mean? If he cuts here, is this a problem? No. I hope not. I'm gonna connect. And boom, we have a very large bottom point. So I think this one is an endgame move, I feel like. So if I play here, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna sting for him because he's gonna have to connect or do something. So he's trying to cut. So I'm not gonna let him cut. What if I play here first? No. Protect your weakness first. That's what you're gonna learn in my channel. Protect your weakness first. If you protect your weakness first, everything will come naturally. He's automatically giving me how to protect my corner, pretty much. Black, white, black, white. Okay, so this is gonna hurt a little bit. Actually, this one was probably better. Yeah. I don't really care about this anymore. I am going to protect my shape here. See, we got Sente somehow. Remember when I said we just care about having Sentes? I mean, after these exchange, somehow we had a lot of exchanges here, and we have Sente, so that's good. I'm not going to be very greedy, so I'm just going to jump. I just want to be safe right now. If he peeps here, he's a legend. Because I'm kind of scared if he peeps there. Okay, he's gonna... That's very slow. I'm sorry, my guy, but... I'm sorry. Is this a thing? Is this a thing, guys? Can I do this? Or is this too dangerous? Cut. What if happens if he cuts me? Something bad. That's what happens. Something bad. Where does this ladder go? Is this a good move? If he jumps, yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna tell him that this is his corner. I'm gonna ask him a question first. I'm just not gonna say, hey, this is all your corner. I'm gonna ask him, hey, do you think it's your corner? I don't know. You tell me. When I was the reason why I started playing Go is because my grandfather told me with Go you can read people's mind. And I was just enamored by it. I was like, wow, you can read people's mind? I've been trying to do that for the longest time. And he was like, yeah, Go's gonna tell you, you know, Go's gonna tell you what that person's thinking about. And I think he was wrong. You can't really know what other people are thinking just by playing Go. Maybe you might know what their style is when they're playing Go. I mean, if that's the case, you can pretty much say with anything. Like you can say, "Hey, you can read other people's mind by playing chess," and we all know you can't. Oh, by the way, speaking of chess, I need to watch that Gambit show on Netflix. Been trying to watch it for a long time. So he played the empty triangle, which is a completely okay move. It's a legit move. All we have to check is our ladder. I don't know. Does a ladder not work? It confuses me. Oh, it does work. Oops. It's the ladder work, guys. Okay, if I've read this ladder wrong, I swear. Swear to God. I deserve to lose. Jesus. Okay, so I think I block here, right? What happened? I don't remember what happens. I think I block here. Yeah, you have to block. There is no other move. Okay, people, tell me what I'm supposed to be doing. Am I supposed to extend? No, I'm supposed to descend, right? Because the ladder doesn't work? Right? Gosh. I didn't read. I don't know how this thing goes. See, this kind of shows how weak I am with my Josekis. Hey, you don't have to know your Josekis. Just read it out now. Just make sure you have a lot of time left. Alright, so I play here. White, black. White. Okay, that does not work. So I think it's this, because if he Ataris me, I know some people are cringing right now because they're like, oh my gosh, what is he doing? But trust me, this is really scary to me. White, black, white, black, white. White, black, white. Oh my gosh, I'm so confused. Do I live if I play here? No, I don't. Here? Here? I'm so confused, guys. Oh, here. Black. Then he has to play this, which I will probably connect. And I play here. Then I play here. Okay. Guys. I think it's this. Oh gosh. This is the most scary thing I've ever played so far in my Road to 9 Dawn game. Gosh. So he has 3 liberties. Okay, and then I connect. No, I play this. No, I connect. Oh, he can Hane. Then I kind of screwed. Great. Yeah, that was not right. Well, that's how you learn, guys. Maybe we can look at this through the AI. Katako, or maybe you can just look at your book because you obviously I did something wrong. So I think I need to black, white, black, black, white, black. Oh, I think yeah, that one. I think this is a good move. Is this a good move? No. Oh, this is like a lot of code. There's so much code thing going on here. If I play here, then he's gonna Atari me. I'm gonna take. He can Atari me again. I'm gonna take. And then that's pretty much a one step for Ko? Question mark? I have a Ko threat here, but he has a lot of Ko threats too. I think this is the only way, guys. I'm sorry. Don't cringe. Is this the correct move? I don't know. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? I don't know. Ah! What's going on? Please, someone tell me. Tell me I'm doing something good. Oh gosh. Okay, so I think this Atari is bad for him. Can I do this? Oh gosh. What's bigger, this? Alright. Is he gonna take it? Is he gonna protect his co? No, he's gonna protect his right group. Is he going to protect his white group? Is he? He is not. I think this is a good exchange for me. I don't know. I hope so. Because now this group is very weak. I'm kind of just telling myself that. I don't even know if that's true. But overall, I don't think it's bad. I can go out. Should I go out? Maybe I should do this first. No, I should do this because I'm afraid of this. Actually, why am I afraid of that? Whatever. It's fine. Extend. Um. Now. What can I do with this influence, though? Nothing much. Oh well. I think I had to push, to be honest with you. If I play here, he has to play here. attach seems pretty good. Because the next Hane is pretty strong, right? Or I can even Hane this way. Wow. Wow. Didn't see that coming. Wow. Okay, so I gotta read this carefully. Can I Atari and then play here? Atari, here. White, black. Wait, let me think. How about this one? Black, white, black. I think this is good because I can get the corner. Connect. So he's gonna have to abandon his corner for this group. A lot of times I'm wrong, so I just wish I'm correct. Okay, so he's abandoning it. I'll take the corner then. So it was kind of like a trade. Like, hey, I'll give you a cow and you give me your goat. Which one's more expensive? I think the cow is probably more expensive because it's bigger, but I've never really... I don't know. People who work at the butcher shop, please let me know in the comments below. Alright, so he wants to cut here so he can take the stones. Now, what I can do though is I can extend here and I can threaten this group. That's what I can do. If I jump here, then I... Okay, so I'm back. Let's see. What can we do here? I will probably still try to connect these stones. And he's probably going to cut. And I think this... Okay, he's going to block there. So he's saying he wants to connect these two stones. And I might say you can. But what are you going to do with the middle group? That's my question. My question is, can you live? Well, fine, I will... Should I respond? No. Yeah, I will respond because it does relate with the life and death of the top right group. So... I think I can Hane. I think that still works. Because if you try to connect, I play here, guitars, and take. Okay, yeah, Hane works as well. And he has to play here now. Or cut to indirectly protect this group from dying. It's a very interesting game. There was some trades. I gave up the top left. He made his bottom right group very weak and dangerous. We can look at the overall points, how many points we have. I think I'm winning solidly by, I think, maybe 15 points. I'm not really reading this correctly, but Now the problem comes from he protected here, so I will protect here. That means he has to do something here. If he Hane's here, I might Hane back. Cut. This is intense. Okay, he Haned. Actually, I think that's a mistake. Because if I Hane here, if I cut here, he has to extend to make this one stone meaningful. Then I can Atari. He can't connect here because I'll cut. That means he has to connect here. I'll take. He has to connect here. Or she, I'm sorry. But what happens if I Hane here? White. The thing is, I want to Hane here back, because if I play here, I'm getting rid of this 2 stones liberty. And I care more about these 2 stones than killing this white group. So, now I can connect. I'll just connect because I don't want this stones to be floating in midair. And now this white group have to live somehow. But he thinks I'm in danger, not him. What happens if I play here? Okay. Now it's different. Now I'm attacking and he's defending. I think I need to play. I think I still need to connect. Let's just make solid connection. Don't make any questionable moves so that your opponent thinks he can win. Okay, so I'm not going to easily give him just 2 eyes just like that, right? Since I connected all the stones that he asked me to connect, I was simply asking him to make 2 eyes, but he denied. So I'm just going to push here. The reason I'm pushing is because there might be some cutting points that I don't want to deal with later. Mahane back. Now I'm making some points here. Push. And I'm going to cut here soon. Actually, I should jump instead. I'll jump. And I gotta make sure this group is safe. Because if he Ataris, or she Ataris this way, if white Ataris that way, okay, she did not, or he did not, or white did not. Okay, so here's the problem. Can I just push? Is that possible option? I can just give him complete left side. And it is very, very dangerous move. But I don't want to give this 3 stones away. Or should I? Maybe I should. And then I can continue attacking this group. I mean, I can still Atari this way. Alright, I'm going to Atari this way. Because I think I can still attack this white group if I continue. Yeah, there we go. What I'm going to do is I am going to do that. Okay, so I gave white this much, and what I'm going to do is I can ask him if this is alive. I can black, white. I don't know what his response to that is, or this is. Yeah, but that does not give you an eye, right? Does it? Black, white. I think this is the only option I have right now. This is the only option I have. I might have played the wrong move, I'm not sure. I think I can push until here. And I should still be fine. Okay. If I take. This is a false eye, right? Alright. Where are you trying to go? Okay, so here's my choice. I can connect, or I can protect it indirectly, or play here, black. Alright, I'll just play here. Not really sure. And I protect myself. Like this. Oh, so he's saying he can cut me? No, he can't. Because that would be... Okay, I don't see any possible way for his group to live. I'm just gonna connect here. Can he cut? White, black, white, black, white, black, white. Sure, I'll protect here. If he cuts this way, white, black, white, black, white, black. I think neither works. I think protecting here is better. Oh, is there a move over here? That looks like a great move. No. Gonna play that. What would happen if... Okay, here comes the cut. Remember how we said we don't like the cuts? So here comes the cut. What I'm going to do is I'm going to target him this way. Black. Okay, so he resigned. Whew, that was quite of a bit of a work to win, but otherwise we did win. I don't know how many more wins we have to win to move up to 5Q, but let's go and review. Okay, guys, let's review this game. What happened? So first of all, I was black and the opponent was white. I've approached there. I think all this was fine. Honestly, this white move is kind of questionable. I would say it would be better if he protected his corner or even just extend. I mean, that would be a little too much, maybe a two-space extension like usual, and kind of looking at the future move to play here. For example, if I play away and Tanuki, maybe I play here. Then he can play here. Now, this is a little more severe just because the top white group has its base, and even if black plays here, black is not entirely alive because I think white has this move and something like this. Therefore, black group is very unstable, doesn't have a base. That's why I think it's better for white to play, instead of this, play here. Extension. Simple. Black plays here, white can respond, and black would probably have to make the base for his left group, then white can probably play here. So I think playing the move over here was a little bit too early. But I don't think it was a bad move. I played here. He played here. Now I don't think this is a really good move, just because it's getting rid of the Aji in the corner. For example, white can still invade here. What white can do is white can easily make a ko. I mean, white should probably push and then ko. And I think there is multiple ways for white to live. I don't remember the Joseki, but I think one of them is like something like this. So it's not a problem for white to live. But what happens is if white plays here and black plays here, white cannot. I don't think white can live here even with a ko. Because, I mean, maybe this would work, but it's still, the corner's still kind of big. So I think for white to play here is not his best move. So she pushes. This is all fine. All right, so let's see. So this move is very interesting, just because I don't really know how I would respond to this move, how I'm supposed to respond. Am I supposed to cap because there's a lot of black group? But I mean, this is technically the line where I'm supposed to be protecting, and he's a little too deep. So I think this move is pretty good. I learned this move from the previous games, and the AI recommended me. So I played there. I think this is also playable. Even if white extends, then I can probably play the knight's move. Then white jumps out, I can peep. And obviously this is a very ideal situation for me. I think white would be a little more aggressive in trying to escape because he doesn't want to give me all the points. But overall, I think this move is kind of a move putting white in a very difficult situation. All right, so I played the knight's move, and I don't think the push is really good. I mean, the push is not good because he wasn't going to cut. What I think I want to give an advice for double-digit Q players is that when you're pushing on a knight's move, or playing, I don't know what you call that, but you play there, your intention is to cut. So if you don't cut, it's going to be a bad move in your end. For example, obviously this is white is supposed to cut here if white pushed to the knight's move, but white did not cut. Instead, white jumped, and by black playing here, he kind of indirectly protected his cut. I think because if white plays here, black can probably extend. The reason why I'm not going to Hane is because he's going to make a bamboo stick, and I would have to protect my cutting point again, and there's some Ajis that I don't want to read out. So I might extend, and it's going to be fine because I think I can just cap this. And white might be able to cut, but we're fine because black is out, but white is surrounded. So it's going to be a very difficult fight for white. Now, this is what happened in the game. White pushes. Okay, so far so good. The thing that I would say that a move that white can do differently is white can probably jump out now. Just because there's no reason to exchange this move. Because, first of all, you're kind of getting rid of the liberties. I mean, and the shape is an empty triangle. An empty triangle, obviously, go 101. It's not a bad move. It is a bad move, sorry. So this exchange is not necessary. So let's not indulge in trying to live. Let's think about our next move, the future, right? So maybe if white plays here, or even white jumps out, it would be okay. But white thought he needs to live quickly, so white made an eye. However, there was a severe point on the board that could attack this white group, which was this move. And that move is very slow and not necessary. I think a better move would probably be just connect. I mean, connecting just because it might activate this cut right here. And you know, you've already invested 3 stones. As you can see, white invested 1, 2, 3. So 3 stones to afford this, 8 stones. And meanwhile, black was able to connect all his stones and play in the different area of the board. So I was able to tenuki and protect my weak group. The reason why I did not play something like crazy like this is because, first of all, in Go, you shouldn't be jealous of what the enemy gets. It's everything about balance. Your enemy gets something, I get something. The thing is, the more solid you play, the less mistakes you'll have. Therefore, you're going to take slightly more territory than your opponent. So there is really no reason to be jealous if you play everything solidly and correctly. Therefore, I just protected my shape because I believed that I was ahead because I was able to make white concentrate his moves to make this square. And white again invested 1 more move here. So 4 moves in this small area. And that automatically tells me that I have to be ahead without counting. I played here and asked the corner. And when you play here, when you play the 3-3, you have to read out the ladder because like our opponent, you can play the empty triangle. And the thing about that is when black cuts here, this ladder has to work. If it doesn't, then black is not in a good position. So this Joseki, I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to go at it. Let's see what happens if I Hane and then if I connect, right? Or connect here, then white can Hane and black can block white Ataris, black Ataris. So is this supposed to be a ko? I'm not really sure. Take. Actually, am I supposed to play here first? I'm not really sure. But the important thing is, in order for your 3-3 to work and white plays empty triangle, then you better hope that this black stone ladder works in your favor. So he cut, and I knew that my ladder worked, so I wasn't really panicking. And I think the exchange here was really good for me, because after I take these 4 stones, this white group is very, very dangerous. Very risky. It doesn't have an eye yet. The reason that is because if white plays here, black can easily just, play here. But obviously you don't want to play this now because there will be some detrimental effect to my top black group. Therefore, I didn't play that now. So this happened, some crazy stuff, some exchange going on. I took the corner, he connected his stones, and from here, really, nothing really happened. I knew that I can catch this white group because if you look around the board, where can this white group go? Pretty much to black stones, the wall of black stones. Even if white Atari is here, I would probably ignore it and play somewhere else and just make sure I capture these stones, because if I take these stones, it's game over, right? I mean, there's no coming back after a lot of your stones die. But maybe that's not true for Q games, like I said before. And so I kind of went not berserk. I just calmly took my points because I knew even if this lives, that's only 2 points. And meanwhile, he gets 2 points, I can get 5 points, 10 points, 15 points. Who knows? So, this was another big decision that I had to make. The decision was, am I going to push here? The reason why I did not do that is because I had a feeling this wall here is not very strong compared to what it seems like. Now, I have to push, and then white gets a lot of points at the top in order for me to make sure I catch these white stones. So I didn't really want to do that. Plus, I think there is a severe cutting point here, which might be activated, maybe like something like this. I'm not really sure, but I didn't want to read that out. So I made a big decision. I just decided to give the top left completely to him or her. And I was able to get Sente, and that's why I went there. Critical point, so that white can't make eyes. And I think that's pretty much game over. Let's look at AI and let's see what AI recommends me in some areas that I had a little confusion. Okay, so let's look at what AI tells us, what we should have done. We're using Katago. So let's ask some questions. Here, I want to ask if this move by white is a reasonable move. So we're going to use toggle analysis. So white is 44 points, black is 55 points, and that's kind of normal. That's still 50-50. The reason being because in Japanese and Korean rules, the komi is 6.5. For Japanese is for Chinese is 7.5. And when white has 7.5 komi, then AI says white is ahead by 55%. But if white has 6.5 as komi, then black is ahead by about 5%. And that's very, very negligible amount. So what happens if white plays here? Okay, so when white plays there, black gains winning rate of 5%. So additional 5% is granted to black. Just like what AI says take the corner. But obviously, as Q player, I don't think you should be playing corners because I think it's very hard for amateur players to reduce influence correctly, and it takes time to learn how to do that. So another move that the AI recommends is just take 3-3. So yeah, what about... Okay, so this move that I played is still reasonable. So this is 58, taking 3-3. Taking the one space jump is also 58%. So hey, any move that's going to strengthen this weak group is going to be fine. And that makes total sense. Let's continue. What I want to ask is, how am I supposed to respond to this move, this kind of move? Am I just supposed to take the fourth line territory, even though I made this influence? Like, I want to use this influence somehow. So, should I be capping him? Let's see what Katago tells us. Okay, so we are winning by quite a bit. The reason is because, again, white was forced to live very small on the right side, but instead he gave me a very huge corner. So that makes sense. Okay, so Katago wants me to just take the fourth line territory. I don't know why. I think it's saying that maybe white has to play a lot of moves in order to live inside. Which makes sense. This move is also reasonable right now, but they all seem very, very flexible, aggressive. Like for me, what happens if I play here? Okay, so it's still a good move. So this knight move is still a good move, but Katago still wants me to play here. The difference is 0.9%. So everything is fine. Oh, that's good to know. Let's see. I think maybe I should see what the correct moves are at the top left corner. So says, okay, unfortunately it's 0% for white, but white played here. If black plays here, okay, it's basically saying sacrifice the corner and instead make influence, because you're already ahead. Even though white gets the top left corner, he has to spend a lot of moves. And additionally, you will get influence thickness so that white can't do a lot of things to reduce the territories that you gain with the influence. So I think that was it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.